Solana family, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Yeah, let's get right into today's update and really understand, what's happening with Solana's price as we are going into Saturday morning. And again, make sure your bell icon is on every time, I upload. You will be notified about that. And, we're going to be doing Solana updates on a daily basis. So make sure you guys are, following the channel. But let's take a look at what's happening with Sol right now. Up about 5% right now. So is the broader market. We're seeing some green compared to yesterday. I'm sure no one's really complaining about that, but we need to look at some key factors right now, and obviously focus on those things. So if you're looking at Sol right now, as far as the price is concerned, $185.83. Also up about 4% on the Bitcoin side of things. Valuation is currently sitting back above 100 billion. As we know, we dragged below 100 billion just yesterday, but we were able to reclaim back up that range very fast. Currently sitting at almost 102 billion dollars, which is really nice to see. And the 24-hour trading volume on Sol right now is currently sitting at about 8.3 billion. As always, just a quick disclaimer for you guys: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So let's talk about this right here. Solana teased this here, and they are going to be making a big announcement in about 2 more days. On the 20th of October. What could it be? A lot of speculation upon, is it going to be a Solana card? What's really going to happen? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, but it is very, very interesting. I personally think maybe we're going to hear about another phone that they're going to be dropping, but again, let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on that. But of course, very exciting because I'm sure everyone is looking forward to that. Looking at the dominance, though, compared to yesterday, the dominance has, pulled down, which again is something we want to be paying very close attention to right now, and at the same time, not getting overly excited just yet. You can see for yourself, we went up to 60%, and since then, the dominance has been on this downwards trajectory, and the dominance is a key reason why we're seeing green across the board, as mentioned in my H-bar update as well, because if you're looking at Bitcoin, it's not like Bitcoin's back in the 23.6, yet you're still seeing a lot of green across the board. But it's not like, Bitcoin is back into the 23.6 or, going back to our confirmation zone. We're still very far off. And we're actually having a hard time breaking out of this key resistance at 107, yet you're still seeing quite a bit of green across the board. And like I said, going back to the dominance, this is the core reason why we're seeing, some green across the board, which is very interesting. But like I said, let's not jump around just yet. We need to be looking for a little bit more confirmation. But if you're looking at Sol here, guys, Sol's price still in the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. Let's take a look at Solana on an hourly perspective. So you can see for yourself, we came down to $174 yesterday, retesting October 12th wick towards the downside. And since then, the price has jumped up about 8%. So anyone that got in yesterday around this key range, obviously, remember, there's a lot of FUD, there's a lot of uncertainty, there's a lot of fear across the board right now. So anyone that is dollar cost averaging in during these times, I'm sure is not complaining, because again, we're looking at about almost a 10% gain right off the bat. But most importantly, the price back in the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. And we know what the next step from here is, which again is the $192 key resistance. And you can see, how many times we got supported about that key range since breaking above after this major liquidation. Remember, how we reversed back up to $211. You can see that exact same support line came. I don't know what happened here. Let's give it a refresh live. Sorry about that. Sol. There we are. Okay, so as you can see, that exact here. Let me pull out the hourly time frame. So apologies here. So we had supported around the $191, several different times before breaking below here, just about 24 hours back. And you can see things are picking back up. So showing a lot of strength, and I have no doubts, once Bitcoin kind of stabilizes itself, I have no doubts, in Sol. I think Solana is going to get back into the 23.6 much quicker than a lot of people are realizing it. Right now, you want to be paying very close attention to the $191 key resistance. Breaking above here, I think takes us back up to, where we were, prior to this retracement. But with that being said, I'm still not too optimistic on Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin needs to show me confirmation. We're still in the weekend. On the weekends, more manipulation than usual. Of course, the SCME futures are closed. But I personally still think there is a chance for Bitcoin to, go down to the 102. I still think that, because we're nowhere near as to where we need to be. So maybe we do retest this before heading towards the upside. And like I said, we still need to be paying very close attention to Bitcoin. But I think, once that happens, leading into the FOMC meeting, or maybe this time around after the FOMC meeting, we're going to see, the market picking up going into November and December. And I still think, we're going to end up on a positive note. Just, again, my personal opinion. And of course, on top of that, the government shutdown is something that we need to factor in, which a lot of people are overlooking, as well as, of course, the meeting between U.S. and China presidents. But again, we're going to take it one step at a time right now. The resistance around 191 should be the next target to be looking for. Sol around only about a 2.4% move from where we currently are, and I don't see Solana having a hard time breaking out of this key range, to be quite frank with you. So we'll keep you guys covered, but again, keep an eye out on Bitcoin right now. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX and peace out.